If I see one more comment about someone talking about 6ix9ine, I'm gonna get mad. Stop talking about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear a theory about it. I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, it was this. Oh, yo, Red. Yo, Red. Listen, boy, listen. Stop that, okay? You guys are causing me a lot of trouble, okay? Detectives came to me already, okay? Like, it's getting ridiculous. They're going to my mom. Like, this is a big problem. If you guys keep going with this Island Boy stuff, I promise you I'm gonna get mad.
The Island Boys are now under federal investigation, and the hip-hop world is shook with their careers on the line. These Florida natives, known for their viral antics and wild hairstyles, were allegedly involved in a calculated home invasion plot that led to federal agents knocking on their doors. What brought the feds to them is darker and more complicated than anyone could have imagined. We're about to dive into this wild story with exclusive footage, leaked audio, and street rumors. The situation has the whole internet playing detective, and trust me, it's got more twists than a soap opera. Now, before we get into it, social media has been buzzing with conspiracy theories about who really broke into 6ix9ine's Florida mansion, but we're about to clear up the facts. This all went down in November 2025, when Kodiak Red and Fly Soldier, better known as the Island Boys, were living their viral lives, trying to stay relevant in a fast-moving culture. When 4 masked gunmen hit 6ix9ine's Palm Beach mansion, they held his 60-year-old mother at gunpoint and ransacked the place for cash and jewelry. This wasn't just another random robbery. Something about the timing and execution raised red flags, and internet sleuths started connecting dots that got the feds involved. But here's the real twist. This wasn't just about a robbery. It's about jealousy, desperation, and the lengths people will go to when their fame starts fading. The whole thing went down while 6ix9ine was live streaming, talking tough about moving around with no security. That's when things really took a dark turn.
He's talked openly about not having security, and then he's advertising that he's not home on this live stream.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's silly. I don't know why he's out there bragging about not having security, because he definitely needs security, and this is not going to go away for multiple reasons. He's an easy target. You know, when you walk around with, $250,000 in jewelry on you, if you insist on walking around with that type of money, then you need professional help. And it's your friends hanging out with you obviously are insufficient. You need people that know what they're doing.
He was literally broadcasting his location in real time, showing off his crib and letting the whole world know he wasn't home. It was like he was giving the robbers a free pass, making it too easy for them to target him. The whole situation was just a perfect storm waiting to happen, and the fact that it all went down while he was live streaming made it feel even more like a setup.
All right, know the fucking vibes. We outside. Here with my boy Jack.
Yes, sir.
Fresh home.
At his mansion, 4 masked individuals were watching the exact stream, timing their move perfectly, as if they'd studied his every move. This wasn't just a random robbery. According to leaked footage, these weren't just petty criminals. They were guys who had their own viral fame and should have been making legitimate money. Instead, they risked federal charges for a quick payday. The leaked TMZ footage revealed something that caught everyone's attention and had the internet buzzing. One of the robbers calls another by a name matching an Island Boy's nickname. This led the internet to dive deep, breaking down the footage like FBI agents, but it went beyond voice recognition. Social media detectives analyzed everything: walking patterns, body language, posture, even how they stood or acted nervous. It was matching up with the Island Boys' past videos and social media posts. The real kicker? Jewelry. Fans noticed one robber wearing the same custom chain Kodiak Red had recently posted about on Instagram. The design, nearly impossible to replicate, was visible under the robber's hoodie and matched photos from weeks before the heist. That's the kind of evidence that gets federal attention. The financial situation made the motive clear. The Island Boys went from internet sensations, making serious money, to fading into obscurity. Their viral fame dried up fast.
I think if God forbid it doesn't go in your guys' direction, for real, I think you guys take all of your jewelry assets and invest into something, so you guys will never ever be broke again.
Hey, George, hold on. No, hold on.
Hold on. Podcast.
No.
Here, I'm moving for you. I was giving you nice advice, bro.
Now, they're looking at 6ix9ine, who's still raking in millions despite all his legal issues, flashing cash and expensive cars on social media like it's no big deal. Here's where things get interesting. As the heat started building and social media detectives pieced everything together, one of the Island Boys cracked under the pressure and decided to speak up. And let me tell you, his response said a lot. The way he handled it showed just how much pressure he was feeling from all the speculation and online investigation.
Stop mentioning me in your videos. Stop. or whatever videos you're mentioning me in, stop mentioning me in the comment section. Stop! Stop, you understand me?
Homie came out swinging with alibis, talking about how he was in Vegas when the robbery happened, giving specific details about his whereabouts that nobody even asked for. He was mentioning taking taxis, being on the west coast of Florida, dropping timestamps and locations, like he was already building a legal defense.
Hey, for anyone that's saying that I had robbed somebody's house, 6ix9ine Red is in the west coast of Florida, and I was in Vegas. I just got to Florida. Just now. I'm writing a tax. I just got to Florida. What you saying? You tripping? I ain't robbed nothing, man.
Real talk, that's some defensive behavior right there. Why are you explaining your location if you ain't got nothing to hide? Let me break down what happened next. Dude got even more heated, telling people to stop talking about the 6ix9ine's situation altogether. He was getting mad, frustrated, saying he didn't want to hear any theories or speculation, getting real aggressive about anyone even mentioning the connection.
If I see one more comment about someone talking about 6ix9ine, I'm gonna get mad. Stop talking about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear a theory about it. I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, it was this. Oh, yo, Red. Yo, Red! Listen, boy, listen. Stop that, okay? You guys are causing me a lot of trouble, okay? Detectives came to me already, okay? Like, it's getting ridiculous. They're going to my mom. Like, this is a big problem. If you guys keep going with this Island Boy stuff, I promise you I'm gonna get mad.
Here's the kicker. He admitted that detectives had already questioned him about the incident, even reaching out to his family members. This indicates that law enforcement was taking the social media investigation seriously enough to involve both him and his family. When federal investigators start knocking on your door because of online theories, you know the evidence is looking suspicious. The fact that they questioned his mother too shows the investigation was intensifying. The psychological pressure was clearly affecting him. His voice and body language made that evident. This wasn't a casual denial of rumors, it was someone visibly stressed about the situation. His repeated emphasis that people needed to stop talking about it because it was causing him problems suggested he felt cornered. But the real twist came when 6ix9ine, while the internet was building a case against the Island Boys, came out with a completely different version of events. During a live stream with Aiden Ross, 6ix9ine shut down the rumors, insisting he didn't think it was them at all. He claimed he saw something entirely different during the robbery and argued that the internet had it wrong, dismissing it as baseless conspiracy theories for clout.
What's up? So I want to make this video to clear up all the fake news and rumors. So the world knows this. It's a fact. I'm on house arrest. I've been on house arrest. I think everyone in America and everyone across the world knows that I'm on house arrest. Yesterday, they allowed me to leave for work. People, I guess, saw that I was on live stream with Jack Doherty. They took that opportunity to do some. Like I said, it's me, so I get it. The rules are different for me. But if it was your favorite artist, your favorite actor, and that was done, they don't get no cool points for that. My mom is 60 years old. Y'all know I'm supposed to come home. Y'all know I'm home all the time. I'm on house arrest. So y'all take the opportunity that I'm not home. Y'all see me on live stream with Jack Doherty in Miami, and y'all do that. That's whack. Get no cool points for that. I don't think nobody respects that.
6ix9ine got very specific with his denial, stating that there were hundreds of homes in his neighborhood, and suggesting it was likely local kids who carried out the break-in. He pointed out that the robbers had no visible tattoos, and that their faces were partially obscured, which didn't match the Island Boys' distinct appearance. He broke down the physical details as if he were giving a police report.
Allegedly, people are saying it was the Island Boys.
No, I don't even think Island Boys.
No, that's what I saw. I swear. That's what. No.
There were kids in this neighborhood.
What
so
the
let
fuck?
me leave that real clear. There's 230 homes in my neighborhood. What it's pointing out to be, yeah, he didn't do that then. But what was pointed out to be that it was kids in the neighborhood because there was no car that came in, no car that left. So it was white kids at that.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Hell no.
There was no tattoos, so
Are you gonna be
this myth that it was those two brothers that there's no tattoos, their face was able to see there was no tats, so that's just a myth. They're just Instagram conspiracy, whatever fuck. But anyway, long story short, I'm glad that my mom's okay. I'm glad that my dog's okay. I'm glad that my family's okay.
Amazing.
And these people took the opportunity when I wasn't home.
Here's the contradiction. 6ix9ine claims the robbers were neighborhood kids with no tattoos, while internet detectives have voice recordings, jewelry matches, and even federal investigators questioning the Island Boys. Something doesn't add up. Either the internet got it wrong, or 6ix9ine is protecting someone, or there's more going on than we know. Why would 6ix9ine contradict all this evidence? Maybe he's trying to avoid escalating things, or protect his reputation by distancing himself from the Island Boys. However, the involvement of federal investigators indicates this isn't just a local case. When the feds are involved, it suggests bigger implications, like organized crime or interstate activity. The Island Boys' financial struggles contrast with 6ix9ine's continued wealth, flashing luxury cars, and cash on social media. This disparity can create jealousy and desperation, driving people to extreme actions. Interestingly, the Island Boys went silent on social media right around the time of the robbery, which raises suspicions. Voice analysis also shows similarities between one of the robbers' voices and one of the Island Boys. The situation goes beyond a simple home invasion. It highlights how social media fame can create both opportunity and vulnerability. The Island Boys lost their fortune, while 6ix9ine made himself a target by flaunting his wealth online. The robbery might not have been random. It seems the robbers knew 6ix9ine's schedule and security setup, suggesting an inside connection. Social media has changed the game for both celebrities and criminals, with people revealing too much about their lives, making them targets. This case is also a sign of how law enforcement is adapting, taking social media evidence seriously. It could set a precedent for how future investigations are conducted. The real question is, what happens next? With contradictory statements, federal involvement, and mounting evidence, this story is far from over. As celebrities adjust their social media strategies, this case shows how quickly things can spiral out of control in the digital age. What do you think? Did the Island Boys do it, or was 6ix9ine right? The evidence points in many directions, and the role of internet detectives is only growing.